Congratulations! You've been approved for naturalization, which means you will attend the oath ceremony and take the oath of allegiance to become a U.S. citizen. As an immigration lawyer, that is, of course, the pinnacle, the apex, and it's just so exciting. What does the oath of allegiance mean? What are you committing to? For example, can you still keep your other citizenship of the country that you came from? Hopefully, this is my chance to finally make a short video and answer and address some of these questions so that you can be confident and prepared as you take this awesome step. Hi, I'm Soyuna Tag. I'm an attorney and one of the founders of Adam Law Group. We release videos about the law, including immigration. If this is of interest to you and you want to know more about how the law can serve you, please subscribe. So I'll read the oath of allegiance, which you'll be taking to become a U.S. citizen at the oath ceremony. And this is found at the very end of the N-400 form that you filed to request naturalization. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. That I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law. That I will perform noncombatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law. That I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. Oh, that gives me chills, even though I'm very familiar with these words, but it's very exciting. So let's talk about what this means and what it doesn't. The part that talks about that you are absolutely and entirely renouncing any allegiance or loyalty to any foreign government or state that you've had before means that as far as the U.S. government is concerned, once you are a U.S. citizen, you are only a U.S. citizen. This does not mean, however, that the U.S. government requires you to go and actually renounce your prior citizenship. So whether you get to keep the citizenship that you had before depends on the other country, not the United States. So it's really important that you are clear on the laws of that country, because some places, with some countries, if you take U.S. citizenship, you will automatically lose all rights of citizenship that you had before in your prior country, versus other countries, it would be totally fine and you can have both. So in practice, there are many U.S. citizens who are dual citizens. So they have U.S. citizenship and they still have the citizenship that they had before. And so they can have two passports. And U.S. guidance states that when you are in the U.S., entering or departing the U.S., you must only use your U.S. passport and you cannot use anything else. But so long as you do that, you do not have to actively go and renounce the citizenship that you had before. Let's talk about the part about supporting and defending the Constitution and laws of the United States and against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bearing true faith and allegiance to those things. So what that means is that you support the rule of law and the democratic principles as laid out in our Constitution and system of laws. But it does not mean that you have to like or agree with every law in the country. It does not mean that you have to like or agree with every politician, elected official, or bureaucrat that's currently there. So you can, using democratic principles and the rule of law, advocate to change things, whether it's laws or policies that you don't agree with, or you really don't like a particular elected official and you support another candidate and you want to have that changed. That would be absolutely fine. But what you cannot and should not do is stage a coup and overthrow the government, or storm the Capitol violently in a insurrection or something like that. The idea is to work within our democratic principles and to advocate for the change that you want. Now, the clauses about, being willing to take up arms, do non-combatant services, or perform work of national importance under military or civilian direction when required by the law, they're the key phrases when required by the law. This does not mean that the government will single you out or that you must serve in the military. What it means is that you are willing to do this when it's required by the law. So there's a legislative process and a legal basis for this. So for example, during the Vietnam War, there was a draft that applied to all US male citizens. So in a situation like that, this would apply. But it's not like this means suddenly the government can, pick you out and make you do things or anything like that. I've had such thoughtful clients over the years who've asked me these questions and really pondered the privilege and responsibility of US citizenship. I hope, like them, this helps you a little bit on your path to US citizenship. If you found this helpful, please like the video, and for more like it, please subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day.